Now let us be robot. What danger do they present to human civilization?
Currently, robots are indispensable to the world. The number of robots increasing every year from a global perspective. According to International Federation of Robotics, it was 81,000 in 2003, but it has increased to 254,000 in 2016. We can see from the figure that demand for robots is rapidly increasing all over the world. There are many kinds of robots. For example, industrial robot automate assembly. By preparing a lot of industrial robots, it is possible to complete things at high speed. Medical robots support doctor and surgery. This robot is operated by the doctor looking at the camera. Military robots carry baggage instead of soldiers. It will beat enemies instead of soldiers. However, the robot did not give us only good things. There are things that can bring us bad things. The first is that there is possibility that the robot take our work. The second is that there is a possibility that the robot will be taken over by the internet. The third is robots run by AI. As the number of robots has increased, automation of work has advanced all over the world. In recent years, robots have started to appear not only in the manufacturing industry but also in the service industry. For example, a robot called Pepper can conduct various conversations as a concierge. By talking to Pepper can't order it. Therefore, there is a possibility that our various work will be robot in the future. Actually, robots reduce a lot of work. Many automation was done mainly in car production. As in the past, cars were almost made by hand. It takes a long time to make a car by hand. However, due to the birth of the industrial robots, the production of cars has changed significantly. Robots are gradually used for car production, and now most of the work has been automated by the robot. There are very few parts that people assemble. In the way, the robot has greatly changed the structure of the manufacturing industry. In recent years, robots have become popular and the internet has also spread. And the robots also become connected to the internet and start to exchange various information. However, connecting to the internet caused various dangers as well. The robot may be infected with malware by the internet. By infecting malware, robots will be taken away and various dangerous things may happen.
There is a possibility that the robot is actually taken over by defect. There are examples in which the robot was actually illegally accessed by defect. For example, the Japanese cleaning robot Roomba had vulnerability. This problem is that illegally manipulated Roomba by the network incorrectly operated Roomba could do various things behind the scenes where the user did not intend. In recent years, artificial intelligence has become a boom. This boom was caused by mechanism for finding pattern called machine learning. By machine learning, we have been able to make various predictions and it began to spread rapidly all over the world to make various protections. Also, AI will become stronger by doing machine learning. For example, Google Artificial Intelligence AlphaGo has become strong enough to break human top professional Go players. AlphaGo was able to defeat the strongest player in the world by learning the best victory route by learning all kinds of Go hands. Furthermore, recently AI has become able to improve the mechanism of AI itself, and AI is being applied to robots as well. However, applying AI with its beginning to envelop as much as this to the robot is dangerous in addition to the merit. Robots may start to run away by air which is beginning to envelop to this high degree by this much. For example, there are times when AI makes misleading learning. AI does not always do correct learning and give correct forecasts. AI runs the situation of the world as it is. In other words, if there is discrimination in the world, AI will run discriminations as it is. AI does not have ethics. Therefore, what AI runs is all.
As I said the previous slide, AI will become stronger after learning, and as in the example of Go, AI makes that best estimate than human. As AI progresses more and more, it may become better than human beings. What if we were leaving everything to AI? Perhaps AI may be a great word than a person. It may become a society in which we act by AI. And as I mentioned earlier, AI has no ethical sense. It is very dangerous to leave it to things without ethics. So, how can we solve those problems? I propose three solutions. The first is to run the ability of a job that robot cannot do. The second is to enhance the society of robots that make work. The third, keep constantly correcting AI to avoid misleading learning. What does it mean a secure skill of work that a robot cannot do? For example, it is work such as assembly work and installation of parts. So the current robot cannot do work that was considered very carefully. Therefore, we need to a secure skill of intellectual work that seems to have a headache. Attaching to such a job, we can continue to earn money by reducing the risk of getting a job to a robot. So, what kind of job is probably not robot the robot? For example, it is a writer. Just writing sentence can be written in AI. However, making meaningful sentences and funny sentences very difficult. Therefore, it can be said that the writer is a work which cannot be replaced. Also, programmers are also hard to replace. AI and robots are controlled by programming. Therefore, replacing a programmer must be able to fully program AI itself, which is very difficult. It is very important matter improve security with robots. First of all, it is mechanism that cannot be controlled remotely so as not to be taken over. Attacks are reduced much by making external access difficult so as not to be taken over by the internet. It is also to change so that only a limited number of people can log in and access. It is dangerous to allow various people to log in and do something. By making it possible to see only a specific administrator, we, we can almost eliminate attacks. How can I deal with the danger of AI? First of all, we do not think that AI will always produce correct results. By suspecting that AI may be making wrong results, AI will not be overconfident. Next, devising content to let AI run. Instead of letting AI run everything and everything, let us first carefully select and run only what you need. By doing this, you can reduce the running of the mistake on the morally wrong running. Also, let not leave all things to AI. Let only AI to really need what you really need. We can reduce many danger by using AI only in really necessary situations. Finally, there are summarized as follows. First, simple work is replaced by robot and AI. Easy tasks will be replaced, but we can avoid by learning various things and attaching to each without action. Second, unlike AI, human can judge by much facted consideration with ethics and being able to judge in many ways. We can be without being about to replace it, job and various things with robot and AI. Last, we should try not to distract AI. We do not overstation AI and always think about whether the result of AI running is correct or whatever the robot's behavior is correct. We can reduce big mistake by robot and AI.